Hello friends and welcome back to the HSC Coach. In today's video, we are going to discuss the top 25 Fresher Safety Officer job interview questions and answers. So let's get started. The first questions that an interviewer may ask is, what is safety? You can answer that safety means a conditions in which the risks to people, property and the environment are reduced to an acceptable level. According to ISO 45001, which is an occupational health and safety management system standard, safety is achieved by eliminating hazards and minimizing occupational health and safety risks. For example, if a worker is cutting steel without wearing gloves, there is a high chance of hand injury. When a safety officer observes this, he ensures that the worker wears gloves, provides proper training on how to perform the cutting safely, and ensures supervisions. All these actions taken to make the job safe are called safety. The next question is, what is an accident? So you can answer like this. An accident is an unplanned and uncontrolled event that results in injury, illness, damage, or loss. For example, if oil is spilled on the floor and a worker slips on it, resulting in a fractured leg, this is an accident. Another common questions they may ask, what is a hazard? So you can answer like this. A hazard is anything that has the potential to cause harm, injury, illness, or damage. Hazards can be of different types, such as physical hazard, chemical hazard, biological hazard, ergonomic hazard, and psychological hazard. For example, an exposed live wire is an electrical hazard. A sharp edge is a physical hazard, and chemical fumes are a health hazard. Now, the next questions they may ask, what is risk? So you can answer like this. Risk is the combinations of likelihood and severity. Likelihood means the chance of something harmful happening, and severity means how serious the consequences would be. The basic formula is risk equals to likelihood multiplied by severity. For example, if work at height is being carried out without guardrails, the chance of falling is high. If a person falls from height, the injury could be severe or even fatal. Therefore, the risk is very high. Another questions they may ask, what is the difference between hazard and risk? So you can answer like this. A hazard is the source of danger, while risk is the chance that the hazard will cause harm and how severe that harm would be. For example, a gas cylinder is a hazard. The possibility of it exploding and causing injury or damage is the risk. Now the next questions they may ask, what is PPE? So you can answer like this. The PPE stands for personal protective equipment. It is equipment worn by the workers to protect themselves from workplace hazards. In the hierarchy of controls, PPE is the last level of protections. If hazards cannot be eliminated or fully controls through engineering controls or administrative control, then PPE is used. For example, a welder wears a helmet, face shield and gloves to protect against sparks and radiations. Another question is, what PPE is required on a construction site? So you can answer like this. Common PPE on construction site includes a safety helmet to protect from falling object, safety shoes to protect feet, reflective jackets for visibility, gloves for hand protections, goggles for eye protections, earplugs for noise protections, and a safety harness for work at height. For example, if a brick falls from third floor and a worker is wearing a helmet, it can prevent a fatal head injury. You may be asked, what is a toolbox talk? So you can answer like this. A toolbox talk is a short safety meeting conducted before starting work. During this meeting, workers are informed about the hazards related to the specific task and the precautions they must take. For example, before starting scaffolding work, the supervisor explains proper anchoring, fall protections, and safe climbing methods. Another question is, what is a near miss? So you can answer like this. A near miss is an incident that did not result in injury or damage, but had the potentials to do so. For example, if a falls from height and lands next to a worker without hitting him, it is a near miss. It must be reported so that root causes can be identified and corrective actions can be taken. The next questions they may ask, what is first aid? So you can answer like this. First aid is the immediate care given to an injured person before professional medical help arrives. For example, if a worker suffers a cut and is bleeding, applying pressures and bandage to stop the bleeding before the ambulance arrive is first aid. Now the next question is, what is fire? So you can answer like this. Fire is a rapid oxidization chemical reactions that produces heat, light, smoke and gases. You may also be asked, what is the fire triangle? So you can answer like this. The fire triangle consists of three elements: heat, fuel and oxygen. If any one of these elements is removed, the fire will stop. For example, if you close the oxygen supply to a flame, the fire will extinguish. A common question is, what are the types of fire extinguishers? So you can answer like this. Water type is used for wood and paper fires. Foam type is used for petrol and diesel fires. CO2 type is used for electrical fires. Dry chemical powder can be used for multiple types of fires. Clean agent extinguishers are used for electronic equipment. If an electrical panel catches fire, you should never use water. You must use CO2 fire extinguisher. Another question is, what is work at height? So you can answer like this. Work at height refers to an work performed at a level where there is a risk of falling and causing injury. Generally, work above 1.8 meter is considered as work at height. For example, painting a wall at a height of 3 meters using ladder is work at height. You may also be asked, what precautions should be taken for work at height? Now the answer would be, precautions include wearing a full body harness, using lifeline, installing guardrails, ensuring proper scaffolding, implementing a work permit system and providing barricading in the area. Now the another question is, what is a confined space? So you can answer like this. A confined space is an enclosed area with limited entry and exit. It is not designed for continuous human occupancy and may contain hazardous atmosphere. Examples include tanks and silos. Now the next question is, what are the precautions for confined space entry? So the answer is, the precautions include gas testing, checking oxygen levels, ensuring proper ventilations, implementing a permit system, providing a standby persons and preparing a rescue plan. Another important question is, what is a permit to work? The answer is, a permit to work is a formal written system used to control hazardous work and ensure that safety precautions are in place before starting the job. For example, a hot work permit ensures that fire extinguishers and a fire watch are present before welding begins. You may also be asked, what are the types of work permits? So you can give the answer like this. Types includes hot work permit, work at height permit, confined space permit, electrical isolation permit and excavation permit. For example, before digging, an excavations permit ensures that underground cables are identified. Another question is, what is housekeeping? The answer is, housekeeping means maintaining cleanliness and proper arrangement of materials at the workplace to prevent accidents such as slips, trips and falls. For example, removing scrap materials and nails from walkways helps prevent injuries. You may be asked, what are the types of safety signs? So you can answer like this. There are various types of safety signs. The first one is red, indicates prohibitions. The second is yellow, indicates warning. The third one is blue, indicates mandatory instructions. And fourth sign is green, indicates emergency information. For example, A blue sign showing a helmet means wearing a helmet is compulsory. Now the another questions they may ask that what will you do if you see an unsafe act? So you can give the answer like this. You should safely stop the work, explain the hazard, guide the worker on the correct method and inform the supervisor if necessary. For example, if a worker is grinding without goggles, you should stop the job safely and ensure he wears eye protections. Now the next questions they may ask, what is safety inductions? So you can give answer like this. Safety inductions is initial training given to new workers before they start work. It includes informations about site hazards, rules, emergency procedures and PPE requirements. Another question is, what is an emergency? So the answer is, an emergency is a sudden dangerous situations that requires immediate actions to prevent injury or major damage. Examples include fire, gas leak or structural collapse. And the finally, a very common question is, why should we hire you? So the answer is, as a fresher, you can say that you have strong technical knowledge of safety principles, you understand hazards and risk control, you follow procedures seriously, and you are committed to preventing accidents. You can also mention that your goal is to achieve zero accidents and promote continuous improvement at the site. I hope through this video you have understood the top 25 basic safety interview questions and answers that can be asked in interviews. That is all for today. See you in the next video with a new topic. Take care and goodbye.